Right, so part A here then, Simpson's rule, we've got 5 ordinates, okay, which again means 4 strips, right? The height of those strips, you're going to use the formula from the formula booklet, b minus a over n. So the upper limit is 3, lower limit is 0, and there's 4 strips, so that will be 3 quarters, okay? Your x0 then will be the lower limit, and in this case again it's 0. So that means then your y0 then will be the ln, and you just put 0 in there. So if we use our calculator, we've got ln 8 plus e to the power 0 in that case then, okay? So you press equals, and you get that out. So let's write all that down. 2.197224577. Now it is important you always write that answer down, okay? Because obviously you're going to use it later. But one thing we could do is we could actually use the store buttons on the calculator, the memory of the calculator, to make life a bit easier for us. So if you notice there you've got store there above that RCL button. So if you press shift and then that button, you'll see it comes up here then, STO, and then you can store it in one of these letters here in red. So we can store it in A to start with. So if I press A then, okay, it's gone into A, it's stored in A, so it'll remember it. So I'll write A next to it there. Okay, this will be a big help if you want to do it this way. Later on then we can use that letter, but you have to write this down. So then x1 then will be, well, if h is 3 quarters, you put 3 quarters in there, you add 3 quarters onto 0, so then y1 will be, let's go back to here, let's go back up here, there it is, let's change then the 3 quarters, okay, change that to 3 quarters, so you then get that answer there, 2.314217179. Again, we'll store that into B this time, so shift store B, so it's in B, excellent. So then we'll go for x2 then, another 3 quarters, that'll be 6 quarters, so it'll be y2 will equal, let's go back now up here, let's change that to 6 quarters. So then you get 2.524262696, okay? And then we're going to store that into C. Okay, so we'll do shift store C. Job done. And then x3 then, another 3 quarters will take us to 9 quarters. So y3 will equal, so let's go back up here. Where are we? 9 quarters, so we've got that. 2.861499826. So I'm going to store that into D. So shift store D. Okay. And then we've got x4 then, which will be 12 quarters. Of course, add another 3 quarters, 12 quarters, which of course is 3, isn't it? 12 quarters is 3, which is what we want to be at. So y4 then will be, let's go back up here. Y4 then will be 3.3352547. Have I done that right? 4, make sure we write that down. And I'm going to store that in E. So shift store E, and that's it, job done. So then when it comes to the Simpsons rule, okay, if you remember the Simpsons rule, it's the integral. Now the Simpsons rule quite simply is approximately equal to 1/3, isn't it, the h, okay, and then you've got the first term and the last term, okay, first and last. So in this case now you'd have 2.197 plus then the last term, which is 3.335, okay, and then you've got then 4 times the odd terms then, okay, in that formula, 4 times the odd terms, so the odd terms will be that 2.31 plus 2.86, okay, plus then twice then the evens, so that's even the 2.52, etc. Okay, now when I type this into my calculator, it's going to be quite nice because I'm going to type in 1/3, of course h is 3 quarters, right? But I'm going to actually type in first and last term, which is A and E, plus then 4 times then the odd terms, so that would be B and D, plus then twice the even terms, which is just C. Okay, so that's what I'll type into my calculator. You can probably do all that in one go actually now. So let's have a fraction 1/3 times fraction 3 quarters, okay, bracket A. Now to get A now, right, what you have to do is press alpha, okay, alpha because it's red there, and then you get your A there, plus then alpha E, plus then 4, bracket again, B plus D, so alpha B plus alpha D, close bracket, plus then twice then C, okay, so C then alpha C, and then I need to close the bracket from earlier, and then I'm done. So I get my answer out 7.8209. It asks for 2 decimal places, so 7.822 dp, and it's job done.